Natalie Gonzalez here, back again today. I want to just go over everything I shopped for yesterday for the grocery run. I'm just going to show you the things that I got from Natural Grocers. So Natural Grocers, I go there and they sometimes have some specialty nut butters. This one happens to be tahini, but they have sesame and they have almond butters and things like that there that are not too bad for pricing. I buy my garbanzo flour there. I've never really found it anywhere else, but I use this like protein in my smoothies. If my smoothie is low in protein or I'm just wanting a little bit more protein and fiber, this is such a great thing to have. Garbanzo flour, I use it to thicken stews and soups. It has very little taste to it that interferes with whatever you're making. So whether it's a smoothie or whether it's a stew or soup, this is a really good high protein flour. If you found a pea flour or a soybean flour, soy has a little bit of a stronger taste, or a lentil flour would also be very high in protein. But this is the one that I use. They have a lot of bulk things there. I bought these organic black sesame seeds there. They go in my smoothie or on salads. It's just another variety of sesame seeds. And they had regular organic sesame seeds there too. And I also buy my miso there. So this is organic soy. Remember I was talking about soy and I said, you know, keep it organic if at all possible. Miso has a lot of fermented probiotics in them, and I kind of trade off using them. I can use them in soups, salads, and smoothies, and just add a little bit of fermented probiotics to my day. Okay, so that's a really good way to do it. So then I went to let's put these out of the way, to my local health food store. It's called the Real Foods Market. I don't buy a lot of produce from either the Real Foods Market or Natural Grocer, not because they don't have good produce, because for the most part, they have excellent produce. And in fact, I usually get my produce, like I say, from Walmart, but they've had kind of not so great celery lately. And I found this at my Real Foods Market, and it's just great celery. Whoops. It's just great celery that they had at the Real Foods Market this week. So I bought that there. I always buy my parsley and cilantro there. So this was, I want to show you this. So I bought this parsley yesterday and I cut off the ends and I put it in this water. And it's kind of like a flour. It absorbs the water and it keeps that nice and fresh, especially if I just put the plastic over it to keep it fresh, put it around the jar, tie it at the bottom in a little loose knot like that. And that's just a way to keep my herbs fresh. I do it with kale also, and I also do it with asparagus, and it's a great way to keep them fresh in your refrigerator much longer than a day or so, and you don't end up wasting so much of it that goes bad. This was, oh yes, we'll get to that. That's going to be grains. These were the radishes that I found there, and again, instead of buying them at Walmart, I found them at my local produce, health food store produce. And I would say that Natural Grocers has excellent produce. It's always beautiful, and it's a wide variety. It just is, it's on the higher end of what I can afford, and probably a lot of people can afford. So, but some people, that's the only place they shop. I say more power to them, because they do have beautiful produce there. So at my local health food store, they do something that I haven't seen too many places, and that is they put their herbs and spices and teas in bulk. They put their beans and their grains and their lentils and all of those things in bulk, and it can make such a difference in the cost of these things. When I first started using organic products and I had to switch my spices over, I'm going to show you my spice drawer here. Let's just walk over to it, sorry. So this is my spice drawer, and these might not say organic on the label, but I have repurposed them. So these are where I keep my spices after I get them in bulk, and you know, and I make, this is a pumpkin pie mix that I make a mixture of organic spices and put that together for if I'm going to make pumpkin pie, of course. And, but these are the things that when my husband is cooking, he opens this drawer and he just goes to town. He just uses anything and everything he wants. And he makes the most delicious meals. So, you know, I really had to decide when I was going to switch over to organic products to get as much flavor as possible. We had to start using some of these things. And, you know, here we have the things that I bought in bulk that cost way less than if you buy them in the little container that you get about an ounce or two in the grocery store. Buying them in bulk helps us buy them in smaller amounts. We use them more, and then so they're fresher every time we go to use them, and it's far less expensive. But it did take me a while to switch from my non-organic spices to my organic ones. And now everything in that drawer and everything out in front of me here, this is nutmeg, we'll put that in a jar. Here's the organic garlic powder. Here's a organic curry powder. It's a mixture. It's I took a photograph. I'll put that up here. Anyway, organic curry powder is a mixture of great spices. Onion powder, paprika, tarragon, great with fish, especially salmon, but any kind of fish when you're making it. Stevia leaf powder. I don't buy stevia any other way but this organic powder because those alcohol products that they process the stevia, I really don't like the taste. That's one thing, and this is just a better product for you. And you can just barely use a pinch of it. It's really strong, so you just need a small amount if you're going to use powdered organic stevia. Here's some thyme, some celery seed, pepper. We use a ton of pepper, which I never used to. Here's organic rosemary. We use a ton of pepper. It just helps you absorb so many things really well. It's a really, really good, nutritious kind of spice to be using. So we said parsley, cilantro. Okay, I wanted to just show you what I do. So this is the last thing I'm going to show you is, so these are the bulk beans that I buy from the Real Foods Market. These are kidney beans. These are navy beans. Some of these haven't been put in jars yet, but here, this one, I have millet, I have amaranth, barley for my husband. That's a gluten product, so I don't do that. But I still serve him whole grains rather than buying rice-a-roni or something that has the salts and all the processed things in it. I bring these home, and maybe we put a little bone broth in it and some seasoning, some herbs and salts. I mean, we can use our own salt if we really want to salt it. But, you know, just to be able to make your own really quickly, and you cook it just like rice. We get lentils there in bulk. These are actually split peas, but lentils, they cook very quickly. You don't necessarily have to cook them on the weekend. They're nice and small, and they cook very quickly. This is lentils. Here's buckwheat. That's something I can have. Here's oats. Oats look just like rice. But, and you cook them just like rice, just like if you were cooking brown rice. So there we have it. That's the grocery run I went on yesterday and the things that I bought. And again, I don't do this every month. I buy things in bulk that are going to last a little bit longer, that maybe I'm going to freeze. You can kind of get an idea of what's important to me in quality, and then, you know, just you get a sense of how to budget a little bit, and hopefully this has helped you. And there we have it. We'll see you in the next video.